Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this on your Sunday. I am the CHALL, and today, Chall Chats Doncaster Rovers here in the DRFC Daily Reports bring you the latest news and speculation stories around Doncaster Rovers Football Club. Today, we're going to be going through a story that's come out today about a potential goalkeeper target. We're going to speak a bit more about Joe Whitworth. We're going to speak about the story itself. We're not going to talk about whether I believe it or not because, as you all know, transfers have U-turns, potential targets have U-turns. Obviously, different things can happen in the transfer window, and it's one of them where you just take it with a pinch of salt, but you have a look at the player in question and decide for yourself whether he would be a good fit or not. So we're going to get into this today. Of course, the player in question is Crystal Palace goalkeeper Joe Whitworth. And the story is that us, along with a couple of others, are currently battling for his signature. So before we get started, make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss another YouTube video. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers and 500,000 views. Let's get there as soon as possible, please. This won't be the longest DRC Daily Reports today. This will just be a sort of mini one, if you like, just sort of talk about this particular story. And for now, let's get straight into the details on this story. So you can read this on the deck. As most people know from if you see my Twitter bio or my Instagram bio, I am a part of the podcasting team on the deck, which do sports, gaming, and entertainment. So if you want to check it out, go and check out the deck below. I've left the link to this article as well as a link to the deck website as a whole, where you can check out the articles, the podcasts, the shop, which I believe, looking on this website as we speak, some of the merchandise is on there. So if you want to go and check it out, you can go and check it out yourself. But this story is fairly simple. This is according to a report from Alan Nixon. A lot of people are very critical of Alan Nixon sometimes in terms of his accuracy on stuff. It's on and off, I think, from some people. But the story is simple, really. Exeter are the latest club to have entered the race to sign Crystal Palace goalkeeper Joe Whitworth on loan this summer. Who are the two other clubs, you ask? Well, Shrewsbury Town, who are expected to sign two new goalkeepers this summer, and Doncaster Rovers, who have joined the race. So, for those of you wondering, who is Joe Whitworth? So here's a bit about him from the club's website. At just 19 years old and 15 days old, he became the fifth youngest goalkeeper in the club's history. Followed up his Brighton appearance by starting against Arsenal in the Premier League. He's a goalkeeper in the modern mould with excellent distribution skills as well as shot-stopping ability, a regular within the England youth sides. So that ticks a lot to boxes already. Excellent distribution. His shot stopping, obviously, is very, very important. A modern mould goalkeeper, so a sweeper keeper pretty much, which is very, very important. So here's some stuff on the club's website about Joe Whitworth. He was a regular at Selhurst Park as a child, despite an early youth career at ASU Wimbledon's under-13s, the oldest of three goalkeeping brothers, which is very intriguing. His form in the 2020-21 season was recognised by Sean Derry, who was among the substitutes on the 23 side. Fixtures at Selhurst Park, he received international calls for England under-17s and under-18s. He made 20 appearances for the under-18s in 2021, keeping 6 clean sheets, narrowly missing out on the South title of the under-18s Premier League on goal difference. He became the first choice goalkeeper from the under-23s a couple of seasons ago, making 23 appearances in the Premier League 2 Division 1 and keeping 3 clean sheets. He saved 3 penalties in 3 successive games at the start of that season against Leeds, Arsenal and Everton. His performances saw him in amongst the first team, earning a place on the bench against Villa, Man City, West Ham and Newcastle in the Premier League in the first half of not this season just gone, but last season. In September 22, Whitworth was earned a call up to the England under-19 side to compete in the qualification campaign for the under-19 European Championships. The young goalkeeper signed a contract extension in January 2023, committing his long-term future to the club, finishing the season before last campaign in 2022-23 with 2 appearances for the first team and 10 appearances for the under-21s. This past season just gone, he captained the under-21s on multiple occasions, the main captain of the side after Sean Graham went on loan in the latter part of the season. He made 33 appearances in total this season, keeping 7 clean sheets, saving 2 penalties, and the Under-21s Player of the Season award before crowning a successful campaign with a standout performance in the International Cup final against PSV Eindhoven. Here's why I think this could be one of the best goalkeeping options on the market at the minute in terms of the loan market. So then, Joe Whitworth. Here's why I think this could be a fantastic choice, if this is indeed true. For me, I think that he exuberates a lot of flair, exuberates a lot of confidence. I think he demonstrates a lot of maturity for a young keeper. I think that I don't know what it is. He gives me, and it's not because of the name ending in Worth before anyone tries that. For me, I think he gives me Carl Rushworth vibes. I don't know what it is, but it kind of gives me vibes of Carl Rushworth, Beadle, that kind of goalkeeper. Of course, Beadle was at Oxford, then at Sheffield Wednesday. Rushworth was at Lincoln, of course, Brighton goalkeeper. I don't know what it is. He just gives me that kind of vibe where he could go on and really progress. He also gives me vibes of James Trafford in a way, in terms of his early days at Bolton on loan. There's something about Whitworth. There's something about him. I just get this natural charisma about him in terms of the way he plays, the way he builds from the back. Watching some of the highlights before filming this video of Whitworth in the youth, he gives me a lot of confidence, and some people will be questioning why a lone keeper, but I could kind of see why, because if you think about it, you've got Jones, you've got Lawler, who are both here till the end of next season, and you bring in someone like Joe Whitworth on loan, you've got the number one for the season, pretty much. You've got your number one. And then Jones and Lawler can learn to transition into sweeper keepers during that period. And if they come into games where Whitworth doesn't start, so any of the cup games maybe, or if there's any league games where he's not fit enough to start, or a training injury or anything like that, you've then got Jones and Lawler to prove themselves to earn a new contract after next season. So a loan keeper is very, very wise. And we do have previous history of bringing in great loan keepers, because if you think about it, Sonny Dieng, Sam Johnstone, Ellery Balcom to an extent. I didn't think he was overall incredible, but I thought he was decent enough. Obviously, like I said, Sonny Dieng, Sam Johnstone, just to name a few examples. So for me, look, Timothy Lotala, there's a recent example. But for me personally, no, I think Joe Whitworth could be a great signing. I think if this is true, and us, Exeter and Shrewsbury are after this guy, I would want us to get him. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't, because at the end of the day, Shrewsbury are League One and need two goalkeepers. Exeter have just had Sinisalo, who for me is a great young keeper. And again, Exeter, League One. I did get a bit of time on my hands, by the way, at the end of last week, at the end of this past week, to watch the 2023-24 season review of Exeter City, which post on YouTube. It's only 20 minutes long. And it's just Gary Caldwell sitting down with the media team talking about moments of the season, the run, the bad run, things like that. Exeter are a fantastic run club, and they've got some great stability about them. So Exeter's a great move for Whitworth. I think Shrewsbury's a great move for Whitworth. If we were in for him as well, and we somehow got him, that would just be unsurpassable in terms of the kind of move this is, and the fact that if we're confirmed to be in for this guy and we beat League One interest into this guy, that is a statement in itself. We did the same with Luke Molyneux when he came in under Gary McSheffrey. We did the same with Joe Sabara when he came in as the first signing this summer. There's potential there. There's a potential opportunity to get Joe Whitworth. And, I think with the other clubs involved, it also depends on their other targets, who are they looking at as well. So there's a potential there. If this story is true, there's a potential there. So I'm going to keep an eye on this one, because Joe Whitworth is a great young keeper, and I would seriously love to take him. Don't get me wrong, he isn't on my recruitment list, which, by the way, stay tuned tomorrow because that video will be released. Bit of an exclusive there. The video will come out tomorrow. The video comes out tomorrow. But no, in all seriousness, Joe Whitworth, even though he isn't on my list, he's a fantastic young keeper, and I would definitely, if this story is true, take a chance on him. 100% take a chance. But for now, guys, thanks for me for this video. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe. And for now, I am the CHALL. Ta-ra for now. That's full time. Mean that badge to you.